Would help if I did that and made sure you could actually hear us. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.
Check, check. 1, 2, 3. Check.
Testing, testing, testing. One, two, 1, 2. Sorry, I forgot to punch the button again. You had to wait a few extra seconds. And no video tonight, as we are in Pocatello, the land of the you will not bring your camera with you.
Lucky to get our eyes in here.
So glad that I don't have to work tomorrow. 3 straight 18-hour days.
Right. Should go home at lunch and take a nap. Or at least at the station.
I believe me, I fall asleep at my desk when I don't mean to. Okay, here come spots.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
We had no winner on Thursday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. Your next chance to win will not come up until Monday morning, when the jackpot will be $175. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Monday morning. I'll call out this 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. The Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
And for those who are online already, final score of the JV game, Preston wins 35-28. We'll have the pregame show for you for the varsity game coming up in just a few minutes. Pre-game show for the varsity Indians starts in about 3 minutes. Are you ready to go? Since we don't have to wait for John, we can start anytime we want.
Right. True.
So let's go ahead and go. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pregame show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And welcome to Pocatello. And a very pleasant evening here as Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio tonight as the Preston Indians get ready to take on the Pocatello Thunder. Preston's won 2 in a row. They've improved their record to 10-5 as they face Pocatello for the second time this year. First meeting back in Preston, the Indians won that one by a score of 46-34. Preston's won 2 in a row after snapping that 5-game losing streak with a 46-19 win also over Century a couple of nights ago. And John, this could be a night to celebrate for the Indians with a win this evening. They can wrap up the regular season title in the conference and host the tournament with home court advantage coming up in the tournament.
Well, Dan, it's always fun and exciting to be here with you, especially, I enjoy the girls' games almost as much as I do the boys' games. These girls are very talented, very exciting to watch, actually, and so we wish we could get more people out to watch them, but they're very good, and we're excited for them. They have an upper hand now going in the district, and, a big win tonight, will put them with an automatic first place bid in the district tournament, so it's going to be fun, and this will be a good one to go watch.
Preston were able to knock off Century. They got off to a fast start and got really good scoring. Haley Meek led the team in scoring with 15 points. Michaela Robertson had a total of 8 in the game. Amber Anderson chipped in with 8. And it's pretty much balanced up and down for everyone who got into the game.
Well, and we made the comment during the game last time, too, that they played so well together. It was a team effort. I had a hard time picking a player of the game because it was so even. I mean, other than Haley, she stepped up and she was a total point giver or the high point getter. But it was great. Great team win, I thought, last time against Century.
For this game here against Pocatello tonight, the challenge for the Preston Indians will be to figure out some way to stop the freshman phenom for Pocatello, Kinzian Garza, who had 26 in that first meeting.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Fina, which one is she?
Pheno or Phenom?
Oh, Phenom. Oh, okay. I'm not. I thought I had the wrong roster there for a minute. Sorry about that, Dan. But yeah, that like Ryan said, she's going to be the one to stop, and she's a good athletic and good size.
Yeah, she had 26. Nobody else on the team had more than 3 in that game back in Preston a couple of weeks ago that the Indians won 46-34. So it's going to be a night for the Indians to celebrate as they'll take on Pocatello here for the second time here this year. And remember, the Indians still have another game against Century. That'll be back at home coming up later next week. Take a time out. We'll come back. When we do, we'll visit with Ryan Harris. So we'll talk about some of the things that challenging the Indians. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
KACH, my local radio.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com. When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Ryan Harris, our guest, before we get ready to square off against the Pocatello Thunder, as the Lady Indians coming off a nice win the other night at Century. Ended up being a good game for us. I thought we did a lot of things very well.
Yeah, the girls played hard. I think we set the tone early with our defensive pressure and our defensive play. And that's what you need to do against a team that's been struggling. You can't let them hang around. You can't let them stay in the game, and especially at their place. And so to come out and to put no doubt, leave no doubt in the game by halftime, and pretty much knew the direction it was going, I thought was just tribute that to the way the girls played.
Yeah, and again, you get another great night out of Haley Meek, or out of Meek. And, ever since she's come back from that ankle, she's kind of taken her game to a different level.
Oh, yeah, and it really reiterates of what she means to our team, too. We're a pretty good basketball team all around, but, yeah, it just shows how much more she gives us when she's able to play and when she's on the floor.
It was a good effort for us because going in, just looking at the two teams, you say, Century's going to have a little bit of an advantage here because they have a height advantage, but we were able to nullify that pretty well.
Oh yeah, they have 4 6-footers, and if they could have turned that into a half-court game and just fed their posts, then yeah, it would have been a long night for us. But our ability to cause havoc and get them throwing the ball over the place, and we forced some turnovers, but they also threw a lot of unforced errors, throwing balls over kids' heads and out of bounds, and a lot of that's too getting hurried from the pressure that we were putting on them. So, no, for sure, they definitely had the height advantage, and I think any coach would love to have 4 6'1" girls on the roster, but you got to add a few ball handlers to that too. Otherwise, those girls have a hard time getting the ball.
Exactly. So we move on. Let's talk about this Pocatello game. You see them for the second time this year. First time you saw them a couple of weeks ago back at our place, and you walked away with a win that night as well.
Oh, yeah. Pocatello's a good basketball team, young basketball team. I think we talked last time, starting 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores. So, and we really have to slow their post down. She took us for 26 points last game. We got to do a better job. And a lot of those were second chance looks and getting to the foul line. It wasn't like we were talking the kid from Hillcrest. It wasn't a back to the basket and feed her and drop step and hurt you. It was just not getting a body on her. She's getting rebounds and putbacks and getting to the foul line. And she's a decent foul shooter. I can't even remember how many points she had, but it was probably close to 10 from the foul line. So we just have to do a better job of keeping her out and away. And a lot of that we've worked on this week is happens before the shot goes up. The positioning and knowing where she's at and not letting her get any easy position early and make her fight for everything she gets. So
it's interesting. There was an article in the paper here in Pocatello today with the coach for the Pocatello girls team that talked about 4 things that they really needed to concentrate on. 2 of those things were make sure to get a good effort on offense and a concentrated effort on defense.
Sure. Pretty general logic when you say that, right? It's like the 3 facets of a football game is offense, defense, and special teams, and really in a basketball game you can say special teams are your inbounds plays, your baseline inbounds plays, and so and we focus on that. Obviously you got to execute on the offensive end, play great defense, and then hopefully get a few extra points off those baseline inbounds plays, are the 3 things we focus on. But yeah, no, for sure. If the team's great offensively, great defensively, you're going to have a hard time with them.
I'm sure you know this, and I'm going to bring it up anyway, that if with a victory tonight, you'll clinch the regular season championship for the conference, and you'll have the home court advantage for the district tournament.
Yeah. It's on the girls' minds. We know what's at stake here, and that's our goal. We got to come in here and get a win and make sure that that first district game, the first round, we'd have a bye and then host the winner of Pokey Century. And so to come up here and to get that done and really you start thinking about, you don't want to look past anybody or thinking that way, but looking for state seeding. Everything counts from here on out, and you want a good seed. You want to make sure you're sitting in a good spot when you get to that state tournament, because it's not predetermined like it's been in the years past. So it's good to see the state making a change in the right direction. We'd still like to see them take the next step and get the 8 best teams there, but at least once the 8 are determined, you're going to seed it, and so you can theoretically get the best 2 teams in the championship game.
Do you want the girls just to go out and put forth a solid effort, or do you use the motivation of you can clinch home court advantage as motivation for tonight?
We talked about it in practice yesterday. That's not anything I use as motivation before the game. We talk about the things that we need to focus on and execute, and all those other things will take care of themselves.
Very good. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Ryan Harris, our guest here on the pregame show, taking time out. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
We had no winner on Thursday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. Your next chance to win will not come up until Monday morning, when the jackpot will be $175. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Monday morning. I'll call out this 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. The Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Lady Indians basketball. After making the state tournament a year ago, the new look Lady Indians look to continue on what has become a winning program. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Well, welcome back again here to Pocatello as the Indians get ready to take on the Pocatello Thunder. Let's slide in another quick timeout here. We'll come right back, have the starting lineups in the opening tap right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Rouse Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Rouse Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
KACH.
Well, welcome back here to Pocatello High School. The Indians and the Thunder. John, they get ready to start announcing the starting lineups. Give me a key or two to tonight's game.
I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to concur with Coach Harris. Number 1 is control. Number 2 is execute on offense. And number 3, rebound. And number 4, Garza's going to get her points, but box her out and get her out of the way. Very good.
So once again, the Indians can clinch the conference title for the regular season and have home court advantage in the tournament. Coming up in a couple of weeks with a victory here tonight, they would mathematically eliminate both Pocatello and Century with one game left in conference play before the season is over. So as they go through all their little pregame announcements here in Pocatello, we get the chance to remind you the Indians will be back home again on Saturday. Star Valley will be the opponent, as that game will set to tip off at 7:30 on Saturday back at Preston Gym.
Yeah, and didn't Star Valley nip us on the end the last time? They kind of beat us, but I think we'll be ready for them this week.
Yeah, that was when Haley Meek was still with an ankle. So here's the starting lineups for the Indians. Usual starting 5 for Preston: Acacia Knapp, Riley Ward, Amber Anderson, Michaela Robertson, and Haley Meek. Meek averaging 11.3 points per game, had 18 points last meeting against these Pocatello Thunder. Here are the starters tonight for the Thunder, as they announce the coaches. This is their first year with the new nickname of Thunder, so they're playing it up big. And they'll play the AC/DC song of Thunder.
The more I hear it, the more I like it. You know, I think it's a good mascot.
Taylor Rogers, the freshman, will get a start tonight for the Thunder. She will be joined in the backcourt by sophomore Taylor Bunderson. In the middle, Kinnison Garza. She is a freshman and had 26 in the last meeting with Preston a couple of weeks ago. Haley Pearson, a senior, will get the start tonight. And senior Alexa Tino will also start, and then she'll come out. And then pretty much her and Garza will rotate in back and forth throughout the balance of the game.
Correct. But you get them both in there, and that's a lot of room to get around. That's a tough center.
So no video for you tonight, unfortunately. If you want to watch the game, you can at nfhsnetworks.org. Starting, the opening tip for tonight's game is brought to you by Motor Jungle. Remember, they work on all types of vehicles, even the one that you drive. Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. So Knapp will jump against Garza. As Knapp able to out-jump her, gets the tap, and Preston controls the opening tip of the game. As Ward has it, Meek receives the pass out top. standing and looking, waiting for somebody to cut through, and a whistle and a 5 count. As Haley just kind of looks at the bench saying, what?
Yeah, I think it was a 5 count. Haley looked back over at the bench to see what she wanted to run, but she was holding the ball the whole time, and the defender for Pocatello was right up on her. So
yeah, I agree completely. Good call. So here comes the Thunder with their first possession. Pearson gives it off to Bunderson over on the right side. Little bounce pass to Garza. She can't do anything with it, so she'll kick it back in the corner to Pearson. Back inside to Tino, back to Pearson again. She stands in the paint. She gets tied up, and that'll stay with Pocatello on the alternating possession rule.
And Michaela did a great job down there boxing out Garza. They couldn't get the pass into her.
We're playing in the new gym here at Pokey High tonight as the pass is intercepted by Ward. 2-on-2, Riley all the way, and a wild shot to try to draw the foul. And it goes up and off the top of the backboard. In fact, they hit the stanchion, so it's out of bounds and back to Pokey.
It'll be interesting to see if they can get them on full court pressure here. They break the full court pressure easily.
Here comes Bunderson up into the front court. Garza for 3 from the right corner is no good. Rebound is off, taken away by Robertson. Robertson will push back up into the front court as the Preston Indians will set up the offense. As a little crossover dribble by Robertson. She drives all the way, scoop shot. Again, no foul. They said that Garza's got a piece of the ball, not a piece of the arm. So here comes Pocatello again back the other way. Minute and 15 seconds into the game. Neither team has scored as of yet. Meek able to poke it away from behind.
Yeah, Meek almost tied her up but wasn't able to get to it, so she knocked it away as she broke away from her.
Here's Pearson. Bring it in, baseline front court. Gets it into Rogers. Brings it back to the left elbow. She'll shoot from there. Bank shot is good.
So Pocatello takes the early lead here, 2-0.
As the bank shot goes in for Rogers, and Meek gives it back to Ward. Riley trying to direct traffic a little bit. Wants Robertson to come across. Looks down the left side of the lane. Nothing there. Knapp now pops out to set the screen. They switch. Teno's on her. Boy, whip it back out top as it comes back to Robertson again.
I thought Ward had a shot up off the glass coming down along the baseline, but she kicked it out.
Robertson driving off the glass and in. Nice shot by Michaela Robertson, ties the game at 2.
That's going to be a big key tonight is Michaela and Haley Meek driving and Ward driving into the center, down the middle of the lane.
Full court pressure is intercepted by Meek. A 3-pointer from the top of the key. No good. Robertson has the rebound. Put it in and a foul.
See, that's one of the keys. We've got a rebound in there. Make sure Garza's boxed out and get the rebounds. And because of that, Michaela was able to get the shot back up and fouled.
Foul goes on Alexa Teno. It's her first. And first on the Thunder as a team. And Robertson will go to the free throw line trying to complete the 3-point play. First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Preston Dental Care. Call for your appointment at 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Robertson's free throw is no good, and it remains a 4-2 Preston lead. Here comes Pearson up into the front court. A bounce pass to Bunderson is bad. She goes down to one knee. Then Robertson ties her up and flings her aside like a rag doll.
She's not very big. She's probably only about 5'2", so
Preston keeps the ball on the alternating possession rule. Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, go ahead. I couldn't remember who she tied up with.
Oh, with Bunderson.
Oh.
As Ward up into the front court. Anderson, free throw line extended right, comes back across the top of the key, stops at the free throw line, gives it back to Meek. Oh, great down low pass to Robertson, and it's Robertson 6, Century 2.
Yeah, Anderson, great no look. Well, it's a look pass, but caught Michaela right in the numbers on the bottom. There's the basket.
Let's get it back up in the front court. Whoops, that's a bad pass. And that will go all the way down the floor and out of bounds. If I remember right, that game against Pocatello 10 days or so ago back up at Preston Gym, the Indians led wire to wire.
Yeah, they did. They were, in fact, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they did because I'm sure we scored the first ones, but I don't remember who scored the first points. Pocatello did tonight here.
Meek Looks at a three. It's going to be short. Robertson able to grab the rebound on the block. It's poked away from behind and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. So Robertson will bring it in from the right corner. Oh, maybe 5 feet up from the baseline. And she brings it into Haley Meek. Meek holds it there. It goes across the top of the key. Turnaround jumper. That's no good. Rebound is off. Taken down by Rogers. Rogers' little skip dribble. Gives it back up into the front court as she races side by side with Meek up the floor. Anderson takes it away for Preston. And the ball loose. Rolls out of bounds. And it's going to go to who? It'll go to Pocatello.
I don't know why that wasn't a foul. She climbed right on her back and reached around to try and tie her up. And that's when we knocked it out of bounds.
4:24 to play here in the first quarter. Preston leading 6-2. Pearson gets it in, brings it into Bunderson. She stands in three-point country, now brings it back out to the top of the key. Terminates the dribble, gives it to Garza. She's triple-teamed at the right elbow, and then she throws it away. She threw it to Anderson, who stepped in front of the pass. She gives it to Ward. Back up in the front court comes Riley. Tries to penetrate. Instead, she'll pull the ball back out. Goes around the screen set by Knapp, and then loses it and is taken away there by Pocatello. The other way, here comes Rogers all the way, pulls up from the right corner. She hits the two-pointer from there.
Yeah, stop and pop right there, and she put that in. Nothing but net. Nice shot.
All the points have been scored by two players for each team. We could just go home and let those two play one-on-one the rest of the game.
A 2-on-2 contest tonight, huh?
Meek spins, comes down low, and she gets pushed from behind as she throws the ball up toward the basket, and it'll make it a shooting foul that way, as Haley will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws.
This crowd is really on Haley. Every time she gets the ball, they go air ball, and trying to get under her skin tonight. But she'll silence them right now. Taylor
Rogers draws the foul as she makes the free throw and just gets a little sheepish grin on her face and nods her head. Yeah, take that for an air ball.
Yeah, that's why I said there was nothing but air and net.
So Haley gets her first point of the game and hits the second one as well. So Preston jumps out with 8 points. They lead 8-4 as Pearson has the pass, gets up in the front court, and it's knocked away from behind again by Haley Meek. So Thunder ball in the front court this time. They bring it in on the sides. It comes into Pearson. Pearson across the top of the key, looks down low, nothing there. But she finally gets it to Bunderson right in front of the Preston bench. She dribbles down into the right corner. Gets through, makes it through a double team, and then hits a little 8-foot runner.
Nice little fake it on the pass to the outside and spun underneath Keisha and hit it.
8-6, Indians have a 2-point lead as Ward again up into the front court working against Bunderson. Probably the only girl in the conference who's as small as she is. Ward takes a shot, needs a bounce, won't get it. Anderson with the rebound, put back basket and the foul.
Yeah, see, that's one of the keys. They're rebounding really well offensively and defensively, getting the ball and getting it back up into the basket.
The foul is going to go on Mia Lusk, who is into the game, as she draws her first foul, and we get a timeout. So a timeout with 3:25 to play here in the first quarter. Preston leading 10-6. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the free throws right after this.
KACA.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
So here is Amber Anderson at the free throw. Try to complete the three-point play, which she does.
Nice job. Anderson is a pretty good free throw shooter. Ward steals the ball.
Ward takes the ball away, back to Robertson, puts it up and in. Nice work again by that full court pressure by the Indians. Robertson has 8 of the 13, and Preston leads 13-6. Bunderson to Pearson. Passes high off the hands of Rogers and out of bounds. Another turnover for Pocatello, and the ball will come back to the Indians again. Where we're perched at this evening, we're in the upper level of the gym, directly above the Pocatello student section. So it sounds loud, but it's not really.
Right. It's going to sound crowded with a large crowd out here. Garza just went out and brought Tatino in. Was it Patino? Tatino?
Tatino with a T.
Yeah, Tatino in. And Garza's just not getting to the basket.
Nope. Reese Swainston into the game for the Indians as well, as Acacia Knapp will go to the bench. Meek up into the front court, comes around the screen, gives it back to Ward, wants to drive, takes it down to the left corner, give it off to Swainston. Swainston bounces it down low to Robertson, back to Anderson. Great pass for the basket.
Unselfish play. Michaela Robertson with a beautiful bounce pass to Anderson going to the basket. Beautiful.
Preston leads by 9. It's 15-6. 2.5 to play here in quarter number 1. Brought to you by Preston Dental Care. As Rogers back up into the front court. She blows a shoe and loses the ball. Taken away by Meek. Ahead to Ward. She's all alone. Lay it up and in.
That's a sure too. Usually you get Ward out there in front of everybody. She's going to get her layup.
Full court pressure again put on by the Indians after Rogers gets a new tire put on her foot. As Tino has it in the front court. Back to Rogers. Rogers holds it. Free throw line extended left. Gets it back to the top of the key. Back to Pearson. She'll back it back out as we go into 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Back to Bunderson. Tino. That'll be a 3, and she hit it.
Nice shot by Tino. She just had nobody come out on her. So, yeah, nice shot.
She had 3 points in the game against the Indians, and I believe that was a 3-point basket back in that game as well. As Meek drives, has it stripped away as she tries to go to the basket. They get it to Tino. Back up in the front court. She almost traveled, and then Haley punches it away. Meek goes to get it. She'll pull up. She'll take the 3 and needs a bounce. Won't get it. Rebound to Swainston. Put it up and in, and the foul.
Swainston in the right spot at the right time, and a beautiful rebound and back up, and now she'll get a chance for that 3-point play.
As the foul goes against Bunderson, that'll be her first. And that is 4 on the Thunder here in the first quarter. So here's Reese Swainston to the free throw line. Place where she hasn't been a whole lot this year. In fact, this is only her 4th attempt for the season, and it's her first miss. So she's now a 75%er. Robertson with the rebound goes around Tino. She puts it in, and there's another foul.
Another chance for a 3-point play, and Michaela Robertson, beautiful. She's really good at that, though. She can drive that baseline and put it in off the glass.
Tino draws the foul. It's her second. And she's going to go back to the bench, I believe. Nope, as Garza came in, Tino stayed in the game. So they took Lusk out. And Anderson goes out here for Preston. As Emma Coons comes into the game. Rebound was no good. And Robertson able to chase it down, and then she gets fouled after she chased the rebound down over in the left corner.
Yeah, by the senior Pearson.
So that's 5 team fouls against Pocatello here in the first half. Robertson again wants to penetrate, and instead she'll pull it back out. Driving again, give it back to Ward. Riley out in 3-point land, doesn't take the shot. Back to Robertson in the left corner. Looks to bring it back across the top of the key. Bounces it down low to Garza. The pass was deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds and stay with the Indians.
Yeah, they're playing good ball. They start to the basket and then back it back out, and we'll bring it back up and set it up again until they get that open lane.
Nice to see Emma Garza back into the game. Kuntz, rather, for the Indians. She was a little under the weather the other night and didn't play. As the shot no good by Ward, and a reach-in foul here.
Kunzel.
As this will go against the Indians, and it'll be against Coons. So welcome back, Emma. Here's a foul for your troubles.
And that's our first foul, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Against the Indians.
21-9 with 43 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Again, full court pressure put on by Preston. Comes to Bunderson on the right side. She swings it cross court to Marshall just into the game. Back to Garza, wants to go baseline. Nobody just stopped her, and she missed the reverse layup.
Well, that's what Garza's going to have to do against the Indians is drive and either get the foul or she'll end up being all alone like she was on that reverse shot.
Keisha was right there and let her just walk right by her. Here's Robertson in the front court. Clock down to 12, 11, 10. Punched out of her hands. It's going to stay with Preston with 7.8 left in the quarter.
But Bunderson is so quick, and she's so little, but she's so quick. She's a very good defender.
So they'll bring it in right in front of the Pocatello bench. It comes into Robertson. Clock runs with 4, with 3, with 2. They're not going to get a shot off as Kuntz tries to drive, and there's the buzzer to end the quarter. But a good quarter by the Indians. They put 21 on the board as we'll go to the second quarter. Preston leads 21-9. The second quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We'll go to the second right after this.
KACA.
Stop in at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest and save during the month of January. Autolite Double Platinum Spark Plugs. Buy 8, save $16 after mail-in rebate. 12-ounce can of WD-40 spray-on lubricant, just $5.49. And canisters of Armor All wipes, mix and match different types, 2 for $10. Price is good through February 16th. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street, where you can save daily on the everyday products you need for your car or truck. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Couple of scores to duck in here real quick as Weber State leads the University of Idaho in the second half, 47-31. And coming up later tonight, it's BYU at number 2 Gonzaga. That game will tip off about 9 o'clock Mountain Time. Rogers drives, gets cut off to start the second quarter. Get it down low to Garza and a foul from behind by, I believe that's going to go against Knapp.
Yeah, she tried to front her just a little bit, but she got there a little bit late, and as Garza received the ball, Knapp pushed her up from the behind.
Second team foul against the Indians as they get it in deep. It comes to Pearson. She'll swing it over into the left corner. It goes there to Rogers. Rogers double-teamed, and Ward able to get a hand on the pass and knock it away. She picks it up, gets it back up in the front court. Here comes Meek. That ball's touched, and it goes out of bounds. I want to ask you about the 4 things that the coach, Sonny Evans, talked about in that newspaper article today. Limit turnovers, run a efficient offense, emphasize defense, and spacing to open up passing lanes. Obviously, that last trip down the floor was something they did not do.
Right. They bunched in a little bit, she wants her to spread them out so that they can cut off them passing lanes.
Wainston gets it down low on the block to Knapp. Little jiggle and shake and bake, and her shot was no good, and the rebound off as it comes down to the Thunder back up into the front court. As it goes off over on the right side, Olivia Marshall had it poked away. She's able to go and get it, and then gets it off as it comes back to Tenno at the top of the key. Tenno holds it there. Couple of bounce dribble, tries to hand it off, and a foul against the Indians.
Swainson reached in a little bit, or Coons reached in a little bit and got a hold of her.
That's quickly will go to 4 fouls against the Indians here in the half. 6:55. They still lead 21-9. Well, that's the way that we ended the first quarter. Rogers loses the ball. Swainston dives on top of it, and they're going to call it a held ball. And it'll go to the Indians. As Amber Anderson will come back in, Riley Ward will go to the bench. Emma Kuntz will go to the bench as well.
I really enjoy watching Ward out there on the corner, out there in control up on top, because she's so quick and she can drive. I love watching them girl.
Robertson bounces it down low to Meek on the left block. Can't get a shot. Robertson lob it down low to a Knapp. She also can't get a shot, so get it back outside to Robertson again and try to set up a new play. Robertson looks to go right. Now she comes back left. Skids to a stop. Give it to Meek on the left side. Again inside to Knapp, and Garza got a piece of that shot. Pulled down by the Thunder. Here comes Pearson back up into the front court. Looking for some help as the defenders are back in greater numbers. Gets it back down low. Tino gets tied up there by Knapp, and the tied up ball this time will stay with Pocatello. Not quite 2 minutes into the second quarter. Neither team has scored yet, so it stays 21-9. And the second quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Pearson from the left elbow. 2-point shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds as it was Marshall who came flying through there. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll go back over to Preston.
I'm really enjoying this matchup between Knapp and Garza. They're really at each other. It's really kind of fun to watch.
And Keisha gives away about 3 inches in that battle as well, minimum. As it comes to Meek outside, wants to go left, gets cut off. Good defense there by the Thunder. Comes back to Anderson. Swainston has it in the right corner. Give it back down low to Knapp. Her shot is off the front lip of the iron. As it comes down, Knapp able to dive on it and covers it. And we like she's covering the ball 1st and 10.
That's a point where you want to call timeout. Take control of the ball, but we get the ball. But I thought for sure she'd try to reach in and get a timeout there.
Held ball. Ward comes back in. Swainston goes to the bench, and Preston will keep the ball front court underneath their own basket, the baseline. Get it into Robertson to the right corner. She wants to drive. Comes around Marshall. Uses the glass. No good. Touched by Tino, but Marshall ends up with the ball anyway. As it comes back to Rogers. She'll put the ball on the floor, get back across the timeline up into the front court. Now brings it back up to the top of the key. Bunderson has it on the right side. Wants to come around Knapp, who was lucky she didn't draw a foul there. As it banks off a couple of players, goes to Garza, then punched away, and Bunderson able to pick it back up for Pocatello. She loses it. She ends up sitting down right in front of the Preston bench, and then Ward reaches around her and holds the ball.
They need to put saddles on these kids tonight, these girls tonight. They're just coming right out and doing whatever it takes to tie it up.
The only thing we're missing right now is a little yakety sax. as Bunderson gets it down low, Rogers doesn't take the three. Back over to Bunderson. She holds there. Comes down the middle, able to go around a couple of Indian players, misses the layup, and there's Knapp to grab the rebound.
Good control by Keisha that time as she grabbed the rebound and didn't quickly pass it out. She made sure she had a good, clean pass.
Ward's three's no good. Anderson gets the rebound, gives it back to Ward. Another shot missed. Again, Anderson with the rebound, goes back to Robertson, up, over, and out. And the ball will come back over to Pocatello. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest brings you the second quarter of tonight's game. Stop by where you'll be treated like a friend. It's Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. Again, full court pressure here by the Indians. Almost midway through quarter number 2, and neither team has scored here in the second quarter. As it comes back up to Marshall into the front court. Her skip pass comes over to Rogers. Back down to Garza in the corner. And Garza throws one about 8 rows deep over the Preston bench.
They got to put her in as quarterback. Well, that was a long pass.
So another turnover against the Thunder. And again, the ball back to the Indians with 4:05 to play here in quarter number 2. Ward walks it back up into the front court. Riley, Robertson, free throw line extended left. Knapp comes out to set the screen, but Robertson dribbles into the double team, and then Garza reaches in and pokes it away.
Yeah, Garza she's got some lengthy arms there. She can come around and tap that ball pretty quick.
So Haley Meek will bring it in from underneath the basket.
Anderson go to the basket.
Anderson a good pass. Anderson able to make the layup from the left side.
I was just going to comment on that a little bit. Watch Anderson come right to the basket, and sure enough, that's where she went.
So 23-9, Preston up by 14. As Pocatello gets it up into the front court, back to Bunderson, top of the key. On the right side, goes off to Rogers. Inside, that's a Lusk shot, partially blocked. Garza gets the rebound, puts it in for her first 2 points of the game.
I was going to say she finally got a shot off. It was a tough rebound, but was able to put it back up and into the basket.
23-11, Preston on top. Meek has it back up in the front court for the Indians. Ward comes out to set the screen, but Haley goes the opposite way. Now doubles her way back. Little runner from the right elbow is no good. Garza grabs the rebound in front of Knapp, and here come the Thunder back the other way. 3-on-2. Ahead it goes to Lusk. Can't make the layup, and the quietest
Robertson.
whistle you'd ever want to hear. It's a foul against the Indians.
Yeah, Michaela's looking around. I didn't even hear her whistle. The foul was on Michaela Robertson.
Everybody just stopped running, and the official underneath the basket said, okay, yeah, that's a foul. First foul on Robertson, fourth on the team for Preston, and here is Mia Lusk at the free throw line. And her first free throw tonight bounds around a couple of times and falls in.
I think it bounced 4 times before it went in.
So 23-12, they cut the lead down to 11. If you're the Thunder right now, you just want to get the lead back down to single digits and have it go into halftime that way. The second free throw is no good, as Meek able to grab the rebound. Gives it off to Ward over on the left side. Able to pick it up as the ball was rolling, as Bunderson comes out to pick up the defensive assignment. Back to Robertson on the left side. From the left elbow, she shoots from there, won't get the bounce. Lusk up high to grab the rebound. As she gives it back to Rogers, quickly up the floor. Marshall has it right in front of the Preston bench where she's double teamed. It gives it back to Rogers. Bunderson from the left corner for 3 is too long, and Garza went up for the rebound. I think she got undercut a little bit by Knapp.
Yeah, that's on Knapp.
15 foul against the Indians. It's actually against Robertson they called it against.
Oh, really?
And it's her second.
She wasn't even around there, I didn't think.
They call it on her. They take her out as Swainston comes back onto the floor. Robertson goes to the bench. Bunderson with another 3. That's no good. Anderson with a rebound. Gets tied up momentarily by Lusk. Rips the ball free. Gives it to Swainston, who runs it back up into the front court. To Meek. Now back to Riley Ward, who yells out instructions. 23-12. Preston leads by 11 with 2:10 to play here in the first half. Comes around the screen. Swainston in the left corner doesn't shoot. Gives it to Ward at the elbow. Doesn't shoot out from that either. Anderson now give it back to Meek. Haley wants to drive. Runs into Garza. She'll kick it back outside. Ward for 3 from straight away is good.
Yeah, that's, we only really have the 2 best ball handlers out there, Meek and Ward. And, they're trying to keep the ball into their hands.
Back to Ward. Right corner 3 this time. That one's no good. As the rebound comes off, controlled by Haley Meek down along the baseline. She dribbles the ball back out into the three-point land. She holds it out there on the left side, now brings it back to the top of the key as Bunderson chases her all the way back out near the timeline. Haley just trying to size her up. Comes around the screen set by Knapp. Holds it 17 feet out, gives it back to Ward, drives all the way, and she's fouled by Garza.
That's one of Ward's talents right there. She comes around, takes that inside pass, kind of like a hook pass inside to her, and she just dribbles in and goes around Garza.
That's 17 fouls now against Pocatello. And here's Ward at the free throw line. Riley, a 67% free throw shooter on the year, misses the first.
Yeah, they're bringing Garza out, and that's only her first foul. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's her first break, too. She's pretty much gassed as you look at her, and she goes over and sits on the bench.
Yeah.
Riley will line up a second free throw here, and that one rattles around, comes out again as Tenno just back into the game, has the rebound. Give it off to Bunderson, dribbles into traffic, and then hold on, we got a kick ball. I believe they called that a kick ball on Rogers, as she played it with her foot to be able to control it. And I thought they were giving the ball to Preston, but they're not. They're going to give it to Pocatello.
Well, interesting. That's an interesting call.
I don't know. I'm not sure what they called now. As Anderson comes back onto the floor for the Indians. Interesting. So Pearson has the inbound pass. They give it off. Look out. Ball's loose. As again Pearson's lost another shoe, and ahead it goes to Meek, too far ahead of her and out of bounds.
Ward couldn't quite get the handle, but saw Meek running down there towards the basket. Tried to push it to her and got her out too far out in front of her.
If I'm Sonny Evans, I'm telling my player to tie her shoe, because that's the second time she's lost, just ran right out of her shoe in the middle of a play. And in fact, now take her out as she goes to the bench.
And she's tied it up.
Under a minute to play. As Meek blocked the pass, it came back to Pearson, who was standing out of bounds still.
Yeah, it was a good play by Meek as she went up and just blocked it right back into her.
So here's Haley to bring it in from the left corner. Looks inside, nothing there. Anderson will have it right along the sidelines as they give it to Ward. Clock runs with 48 seconds to play in the half. Comes back to Meek. Comes back across the top of the key. Whoops, stumbles, falls, able to control the ball, and then it's knocked away and picked up by Marshall, who comes up the floor, drives against Anderson, and a foul against Anderson.
Anderson went straight up, didn't even touch her, and the official called it.
And then Anderson looks at the official and says, "Who, me? How can that possibly be on me?"
I have to agree with Anderson. She went straight up and Marshall went right around her to jumped up for the shot and didn't even touch her.
So here's Marshall at the free throw line. Her first shot is good as it rolls in. Tonight's game brought to you in part by West Motors in Preston and Logan. If you're in need of a new car or truck, stop by West Motors and save today. West Motors in Preston and in Logan. Marshall back to the free throw line with the second shot, as that one is good. She has her first 2 points of the game, and it's 26-14. The lead back to 12 again as we're down to 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Ward takes her time to get it back across the timeline.
We're trying to tell him we're going to take the last shot.
As down low,
nice play.
Anderson, nice pass, nice play. Anderson with the layup has 9 here in the first half.
That was a nice pass into Keisha Knapp, and then a bounce pass to Anderson.
There's Marshall in the front court, gives it back to Pearson. Pearson back across the top of the key. 3, 2, they don't know the clock. They're not going to get a shot. Ward poked it away, but she can't get a shot off either before the horn goes off. So Preston, who scored 21 in the first quarter, they came back and scored 7 in the second quarter, but it took 4.5 minutes for either team to score in the second quarter, and they'll go off to the break with a 28-14 lead. We invite you to stay tuned. It's the Ralph's Construction halftime report, and that is coming up next from here in Pocatello.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
We had no winner on Thursday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. Your next chance to win will not come up until Monday morning, when the jackpot will be $175. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Monday morning. I'll call out this 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. The Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
KACH.
Well, we welcome you back here to Pocatello. We are at halftime, the Ralph's Construction halftime report. As the Preston Indians come out and play well in the first half, they lead by 14. And John Slaughter, they're playing like a team that wants to wrap up a championship before they go home tonight.
They are. They're playing very well, and they're playing just as Ryan expected them to play. They're controlling the ball, controlling their passes, and getting into the basket and making some good plays.
For the Indians, defensively, very well played in the first half as they held Kenesha Garza to just 2 points.
You know, and that was a big concern. We knew she was going to get points, but I didn't. I didn't think they'd hold her to that much.
So Garza with only 2. In fact, the Thunder had only 14 points in the first half so far here tonight in total. For the Indians, well, they have a very good first half from Michaela Robertson and Amber Anderson, I should say, who both seem to be right around the basket the whole first half.
Well, you know, that's one of the keys to the Indians' offense. They can put Haley Ward and out on the perimeter, and those two just keep changing places underneath and come out and get the ball when they need to. But they find that underneath pass, and they're getting it in there and making the basket.
So 28-14, Indians lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and check the stat sheet. Brought to you by Naylor Insurance. That's on the way next.
KACH.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, let's take a look at the stat sheet. Naylor Insurance brings you our halftime stat report. Naylor Insurance with many options to serve you, home, health, life, and auto through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call 852-0810. 852-0810 and ask for Emu when you call. Well, let's look at the stats. Pocatello with only 14 points in the first half. Olivia Marshall had 2. Traley Rogers had 4. Taylor Bunderson with 2. Mia Lusk with 2. Alexa Teno with 3. And Kenny Garza had 2 in the first half. They were 3 out of 4 from the free throw line and they did not make a three-point shot in the first half. For the Indians, Keisha Knapp played but did not score. Riley Ward with 5, including 1 three-point shot. Reese Wainston had 2. Amber Anderson finished the first half with 9, which ties her season high in the first half of tonight's game. Michaela Robertson had 10 in the first half, and Haley Meek had 2, both of those coming on free throws. Speaking of free throws, Preston was 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, and they made 1 3-point basket in the first half.
Who made that 3-point?
It was Ward.
Ward? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
If you're Ryan Harris and after your team leads by 14, has a pretty good first half, do you make any changes or adjustments?
Well, not really, because they're doing what they need to do. As soon as, like, they've got Lakeisha Knapp on Garza, and as soon as she leaves her for some reason, she's picked up either by Michaela or Anderson underneath, and they're keeping her away from the basket. I think she's only had like about 4 rebounds at the most, and they're keeping her from getting a shot off. So I think they're doing a terrific job there. They're spreading out their guards. I shouldn't say they're little people. The others are getting 1 or 2 points a game, or in the first half, but nothing that the Indians should worry about other than keep up what they're doing.
So Preston leads 28-14. Second half coming up right after this.
KACA.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
Proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Preston has the ball to start the second half of tonight's game, and a lead, 14-point lead as Ward has it in the front court here, trying to just slow everybody down a minute as she holds it outside. Bunderson finally comes out to challenge her, so she puts the ball to the dribble, takes it down toward the left corner. Anderson gives it back now to Robertson back at the top of the key. Michaela will back it back out here. She'll bounce it down to Ward, and she goes into the right corner to get it. Back to Robertson at the right block. Has it knocked away momentarily, comes back to Ward again. Force it down low inside. Anderson puts it up, and she is fouled.
She was fouled by Tino as she went up because she was open all right, and Tino had to come up and get in her face.
That's 3 on Tino here to start the second half. And Anderson will go back to the free throw line. First one rolls around and falls in. She makes her second free throw of the night and gives her 10. That's a new season high for her. And she'll try it again to extend the lead. 15-point lead currently for the Indians. And it'll stay 15 as she misses the second free throw. So she's 2 out of 3 for the night from the free throw line. and Pearson has the rebound and works it back up into the front court. She gives it off to Rogers. Back to Pearson in the right corner. Swing it back out, back to Rogers. She'll take a three, and it's short. Garza with the rebound, goes over. Knapp gets the hoop and the foul.
Yeah, that's what they expect of Garza, is to grab that rebound and go right back up. And Nat didn't have anywhere to go but right in her face and try to get on the ball.
So the foul was on Keisha, and for Knapp, I have her with 2. Let's see what they put on the board, and they say it's 2, and Garza completes the three-point play. So Garza has 5. Watch that number closely, as it could start to go up as Meek runs the ball back up in the front court. Ward on the right side, right in front of the Preston bench. Will bring it back out top again as she comes around the screen set by Meek. Bunderson marks her out top. Lob it to Knapp at the free throw line. Now give it to Anderson. Back to Robertson. Wants to drive the left side. Goes up. No good. Was short. Lusk ties her up. Throws her aside. And the ball will go to Pocatello with the arrow pointing their direction.
Yeah, Robertson didn't have much of a chance to get that ball up out of her hands and under the basket with Garza right there.
So here is Pearson back into the front court. Gives it off to Rogers, to Garza, back down low to Lusk, puts it up and in.
Yeah, that was kind of a garbage shot, but hey, you know what? Whatever it takes to go in.
It fell through the net. It wasn't all that garbage. They cut the lead down to 10, 29-19. So Ward has it. Outside the three-point arc, wants to drive on Bunderson, kicks it off to Robertson, bad pass, and a foul. A ball goes out of bounds.
I couldn't tell if she was trying to turn the ball into the basket or push it out to Robertson, and she went down. So I'm not sure what she was trying to do there.
Well, let's see if the Thunder can cut the lead to single digits here on this trip, as they've cut the lead down to 10. As Bunderson cuts through, Pearson holds, comes back across the top of the key, down the middle, off the glass, needs a bounce, won't get it. Lusk has the rebound down low. She's triple teamed, and the Indians take it away. Ahead it comes to Ward, driving, and gets the foul as she tries to go for the left-hand layup.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't go in. It just didn't quite get it up high enough off the glass, but she at least drew the foul in.
As the foul, as Ward will go to the free throw line. The foul on Rogers is her second. And Ward misses the front end of the 2 shots. Riley's 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and that's unusual. She's usually pretty good.
So Riley back up there again, trying to get the lead back to 11, and she does. She makes the second. Gives her a total of 6 points in the game. And it's 30-19. Preston leads here in quarter number 3. Bunderson stops the dribble. Back out top. It comes to Pearson again. Working against Ward. Comes back to Rogers. Has her pass deflected, but it finds its way to Lusk. Now Lusk's pass is intercepted by Meek. Here comes Haley up the floor. And had a hard time getting good possession of the ball. And allowed Pearson to catch her from behind and knock the ball out of bounds.
I was kind of expecting Haley to drop that ball down and not dribble it so high. That's what gave them a chance to get in and knock it away.
Down low, Anderson missed the layup. No foul on the play. The Preston faithful who are here are incensed they wanted a foul on the play. Back outside, Pearson for 3. No. Tap back out to Bunderson. She has a 2-pointer. No. Garza puts it back up. No good. But a foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Knapp because, again, the same thing as the last foul that Keisha got was, Garza gets the rebound and goes right back up.
They actually called that on Ward, I believe, and if it is, it's her first. Yes, it is. The foul's on Riley. Preston wants a timeout with 4:53 to play here in quarter number 3. We'll take the timeout as well and be right back.
KACA.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
KACH.
Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Rounds & Associates Insurance. Remember, they have insurance coverage to help you in many different areas. In fact, stop by and talk to them and get your free competitive quote today. Call 852-2500 or stop by their office at 85 South State Street in Preston. So it'll be free throws coming up here for the Pocatello Thunder, as it will be Kinsey and Garza to go back to the free throw line. Preston leads by 11 as we go under 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. And Garza will line up the free throw, and it is good. Tonight's game also brought to you by Stokes Market for True Value, with fresh bakery and deli items and now fresh sushi prepared and served daily. Stokes Market, True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston. Garza makes the second. Gives her a total of 6 in the game. And here comes Ward back up into the front court. The foul on her before we went to the break, her first. As Knapp gets hassled in the backcourt and threw the ball away, and then a foul on Robertson trying to pick up the loose ball.
Yeah, well, Robertson reached around and got the foul. She reached around and tried to tie it up, but she pulled her around her, so that's why they called the foul on Michaela.
So that's quickly 3 fouls against the Indians here in the second half. They go to the full court pressure to try to slow Pocatello down, but they get it back up into the front court. As Bunderson traveled, trying to go around the corner and drive the baseline.
She's quick, but she moved those feet a little faster than the ball went down.
Now they got the lead down to single digits now. It's down to 9 at 30-21 here with 4:18 to play in the third quarter. Ward goes behind the back with Bunderson right on her. Dribbles all the way. She draws Garza and then tries to throw it to the corner to Knapp, and it's a bad pass. It goes out of bounds.
There's one of those things. They've got to learn to control that ball coming down. They're almost doing a no-look pass, and they're not really seeing their receiver down across the court.
So they go back to the full court pressure again to the Indians. Pocatello breaks it. Bunderson tries to lay it off to Garza. Intercepted by Anderson. Ripped loose. Comes back to Bunderson in the left corner. She drives baseline. Has her shot partially blocked. Lusk has it and gets a good shooter's roll and falls in as the lead goes down to 7.
Well, that's the thing. They're not rebounding right now. They're just tapping the ball, and they're not pulling it down and getting the rebound.
30-23, Preston leads. Meek will hold. Free throw line extended left. Comes around the screen set by Knapp. Gives it off to Robertson over on the right side. Now back out top to Anderson. They'll go back to Ward again, who wants to drive, shoots a wild shot around Garza, no good. Pulled down by the Thunder, and they throw it out of bounds. It'll go back to the Indians.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if Meek got a hand on that or not, but the official said that they knocked it out, but it was close.
So 30-23 as it comes back into Ward. And again, they take it away. Driving up the floor, and a block from behind by Robertson. And here come the Indians again back the other way. Meek will drive the baseline. What is that? Flip it up backwards over her head. It draws iron at least, and Garza has the rebound.
I don't usually laugh at Meek's shots, but that one was like a hook shot running away from the basket.
She was 4 feet past the basket and flipped it back over her head. At least it drew iron. As the ball's loose and goes out of bounds. If that would have gone in, that would have been like one of those Bird Jordan horse shots from the old McDonald's commercials.
Curly O'Neill from the
from the Trotters.
The Trotters. Yeah.
So here comes Ward back up into the front court. As Rogers will be back in for Pocatello with the next dead ball. Comes to Meek. Robertson out to set the screen. Haley tries to go the other way and then stops and comes back and still holds the ball outside. Brings it back across the top of the key. 2:20 to play here in the third. 30-23, Preston leads. Haley carried the ball, then they're going to call it a travel.
Yeah, she tried to come in down the lane and tried to scoop shot, but she took an extra step before it left her hand, so wasn't able to get the shot off.
Pocatello has outscored the Indians 9-2 here in the quarter to cut the lead down to 7. Remember, it was a 14-point lead at halftime. As Garza from the left baseline is no good. Meek has the rebound. Ward, the quick break. They get it to her ahead of everybody. Left-hand layup is good.
Yeah, that's usually money, and I thought she's going to get fouled on that one.
Riley now with 8, and Preston gets the lead back out to 9 again at 32-23. Here comes Bunderson. She tries to drive, stumbles, loses the ball, but it's going to stay with Pocatello. As we get a couple of subs back in, as Reese Swainston will come in for the Indians and Meek will go out.
I don't understand that call. It was clearly off of Pocatello. It should have been a foul, if anything, instead of giving them the ball. If it was out of bounds, it should have been a Preston ball.
Ellie Hawkinson into the game for the first time here for Pokey. As she sets up at the block, she loses the ball between her feet, and then it's tied up again, and this one was going to go to the Indians. So Preston will have the ball baseline backcourt.
Well, here we go. Now we got to get it down to a half court and then control the ball, and execute their plays.
1:32 to play here in the third. As Ward has it, dribbles it right into the teeth of the full court press. Give it back to Robertson down
Beautiful
low.
pass.
Anderson can't get the layup to go down, but she is fouled.
She's fouled by. Well, it's not Pearson. I thought it was Pearson down there, but that's Hawkinson.
Yep, foul on Ellie Hawkinson just into the game. She draws her first. And that is the third team foul of the half against Pocatello as well, as Anderson goes to the free throw line, and the first one is good. So she's 3 out of 4 from the line tonight and has a new season high of 11, as Knapp will come out and Emma Coons back into the game for Preston.
Knapp's really working hard against Garza, and so it's hard, even though Garza's sitting out right now. But
yeah, as long as Garza's out, get Knapp a little wind too. As the shot no good, Robertson has the rebound, able to put it back in. Robertson's got 12 in the game, and the lead back out to 11 again at 34-23. Ball loose up into the front court, picked up by Hawkinson. Wants to dribble along the sideline. She's double teamed and throws it away as Ward steps in front and intercepts it. Here come Riley all the way. 1-on-4, put it up, no basket. Foul on the floor before the shot.
yeah, that's she was going all the way, so we knew there'd be a foul whether it was out front or underneath. But it was a good drive by Ward.
Ronnie Ward, the assistant coach, incensed because the basket didn't count. Ward has it in the right corner, wants to drive again. Back out top to Swainston. Tried to get it down low, intercepted. Here come the Thunder back the other way. As Marshall has it, she turns. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound comes to Lusk. She'll kick it back outside, back to Hawkinson. Bunderson on the left side, steps in, gets around a couple of players and puts it in.
Yeah, a lot of ball there, a lot of bouncing around on the rim, but hey, who cares? It goes in.
30 seconds to play now here in the quarter. Robertson will hold on to it there for the Indians. Right in front of the Preston bench as Ryan Harris yells out some instructions. Robertson cuts to the basket, puts up an air ball, and here comes Bunderson again back the other way. And Robertson hustles back up the floor to take the ball away. Making amends for her mistake in the air ball. Gets it up into the front court to Ward, and Riley gets whacked across the arms by Bunderson in the foul with 8 seconds to play here in the half, or the quarter rather.
Yeah, Ward tried to get one of those college continuation shots, and as soon as she was fouled, she put it up towards the basket.
5 team fouls now on the Thunder, as Preston looking to end the quarter on a positive note as they get it in to Kuntz with 7-6. Clock runs down to 5-4. Anderson tries to drive the baseline, gets stripped of the ball, puts it up, no good. Swainston with a rebound, puts it in, but it won't count. And we go to the fourth quarter with the Indians leading by 9, 34-25. We'll go to the fourth, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. It's coming up right after this.
KACA.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
When you're on the hunt for your next vehicle, you would be wise to hunt the lot at West Motor Ford in Preston. If you don't find the new or pre-owned vehicle that you're looking for, they will help you search the country high and low for the exact vehicle for you. At West Motor Ford in Preston, they also buy good used vehicles. You need cash now? Bring a good used vehicle to West Motor Ford and they'll write you a check. West Motor Ford in Preston.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Well, Preston 8 minutes away from a conference regular season title, but they got a lot of work to do here as Pocatello outscored them 11-6 in the third quarter to get back into the game. As they're to start the fourth, try to get it into 10-0, gets punched away. Three-pointer by Hawkinson is no good, and the long bounce will go out of bounds. It's 34-25, Preston by 9, but they can't rest on that.
No, that was smart by Meek to let the ball go out of bounds.
So little backcourt pressure. They get it in, and Meek able to walk it calmly up into the front court. Stops and pops a three and hits it.
There she goes. She'll start up now.
Her first three of the game just gives her just 5 points. And again, full court pressure put on by the Indians as the lead back out to 12 again. As they knock the ball away, taken away by Swainston. Give it to Meek in the front court. She'll bounce pass, comes to Kuntz. Emma holds onto it there. Back to Ward. Wants to drive down the middle. Gets cut off. So she'll give it back to Kuntz. Back to Meek over in the right corner. Can't get a shot as Pearson right on her. Wants to go baseline. Gets cut off by Pearson. And now Meek just dribbles the basketball and tries to make her chase it. Long three-pointer's no good. Knapp back into the game. Has the rebound. That little put-back shot is no good. Marshall with the rebound. And the ball is going to be a foul instead of a held ball.
See who they give it to.
As
11 on Swainston.
They give it to Swainston. And that'll be the first for Reese. And the fourth team foul in the half against the Indians. So just over a minute gone here in the fourth quarter, 37-25. Fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Bad pass as Meek able to get it back. Looks at a three, doesn't take it. Swainston from 15, that's no good. As the rebound is off, taken down by Marshall. Double teamed in the backcourt, able to get the pass out. Rogers has it up into the front court. Hawkinson looks at a two this time, that's no good. Tenno tries to chase it down, flips it back on the floor. Ward has it, gets it ahead to Meek, back up into the front court. Haley wants to drive all the way, tries to throw it back behind her, back to Kuntz. And it goes out of bounds as it was punched out of bounds by Hawkinson for the Thunder.
Yeah, that no-look pass, just went into a crowd. Nobody really had a position to catch that ball.
Meek holds it up inside as Swainston. They're going to say that was blocked. As Swainston's kind of holds her hands to her cheeks. They're saying, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, look at my face. You can see the red marks.
12-point lead for the Indians. They get the ball back. Hold on a minute. We got subs coming in for the Indians. Robertson comes back. Anderson comes back. Kuntz and Swainston go back to the bench. So
starter five.
Yeah, the Indians get their starting five back on the floor here as it comes back to Robertson. Robertson wants to drive. Goes off the left side and in.
Nice little play there by Robertson.
She's got 14 in the game, and the lead back out to 14 again. 39-25 for the Indians here in the fourth. Rogers up into the front court, wants to drive. Tenno, there's got to be an illegal screen. Yeah, they finally called it on her. She's not only holding, but she's backing Kuntz completely out of the play.
Right. Yeah, I think she was going to box her up and carry her off the floor.
And for Tenno, that's her fourth. And for the team, their sixth. So Pocatello's out of fouls. So Ward will bring it in. Full court pressure as they get it into Meek on the dead run up the court. She comes into the front court. Lays it off on the right side to Anderson. Goes down to a knee, punches it forward back to Ward, and Riley got a timeout called by by Preston.
Yeah.
So seeing that the Indians were in trouble with the ball, Ryan Harris quickly called a timeout. We'll take the timeout here as well, and we will be right back.
KACH.
Why just get a job when you can start an exciting career in healthcare? Franklin County Medical Center is now hiring. We are looking for talented people to join our team with multiple positions available across several departments. Day or night shifts, full or part-time. There's something for everyone. Make a difference in our community. Start a career at Franklin County Medical Center. We have competitive pay, referral bonuses, benefits including education assistance to help you advance your education and expand your career options. Find out more about what is available and apply at fcmc.org/careers.
KACH.
39-25. Preston leads by 14. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Meek will bring it in for the Indians. She gets it into Ward right in front of the bench. Now gives it back to Haley. As Haley will work here against Pearson. Gives it back to Robertson. She'll pull the ball back out. As Marshall follows her, comes around the screen, comes back to Meek in the left corner. Good head fake. She pulls up. The 15-footer is good. Nice shot by Haley Meek. That gives her just 7 points in the game. As the pass is deflected by Robertson, goes out of bounds.
It just goes to show the athleticism the Indians have, as they, it's impressive to watch Michaela Robertson and Amber Anderson. And
So
Haley Meek.
backcourt pressure again put on by the Indians as they get up in the front court. Hawkinson gets it back outside. Three-pointer by Rogers, no good. As Garza back into the game, her tries to put it up. That's no good. She's able to tap it back on the floor, and a foul here against Preston.
Meek.
Holding foul against Haley. And I have it as this her first foul, and it is. 5 team fouls on the Indians. So the ball out of bounds, baseline front court here for Pocatello. In the corner, it's Pearson who puts up a three, no good. Robertson able to chase it down. Try to get it to Ward, but a backcourt foul committed by Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers wasn't happy about that when she thought she had all ball and knocked it out of bounds.
That's 3 on her. Tenno sits on the bench. She has 4.
Should be a 1-1. They called a foul. Shouldn't it be a 1-1?
Should be. That's 7. Now finally they're able to catch it, and now they'll shoot the 1-1 instead. You've got good eyes there, John, because the officials didn't see it at first either. Tonight's game brought to you by Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. They'll do all the work, no matter what it is. They'll do the work that other mechanics don't do. Motor Jungle, 597 North State Street in Preston. Here's Ward's first free throw. The 1-1 is good.
I think there would have been a lane violation on that. Garza was in there way early.
So Riley has 9, can reach double digits with this one. As it rolls in and out, Garza's got the rebound. Excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. As it comes to Rogers.
Drinking on the job.
I'm telling you. As ball comes across the midcourt stripe, and Haley Meek whistled for her second foul.
And Meek's being a little bit more aggressive right now than she was in the first 3 quarters. She wants the ball. She knows she can score now, and so she's...
That's 16 fouls on the Indians now as well. As they get it into Garza, she flips it to Marshall for the layup. 42-27, 15-point lead for the Indians. As here comes Robertson up into the front court. Gives it back to Anderson at the free throw line. Knapp from 16. Rattles in and out. Garza's got the rebound. She'll look to give it off as she gives it off to Rogers. Rogers gets away from Meek, gets it up into the front court, gives it to Bunderson on the right side. Free throw line extended. Back outside. Hawkinson just back into the game, has it there. She'll give it back to Garza, top of the key. Whip it back over to Bunderson in the left corner. Drives baseline, off the glass. No. Garza taps once, taps twice, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay with Pocatello.
Yeah, Ward saw that Knapp touched it last, and so she tried to make a ditch effort to bring it back in bounds.
And a timeout called by Pocatello with 4:08 to play here in the contest. 42-27, Preston on top. We'll take another timeout and be right back.
KACH.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We have our first final to pass on to you tonight as Weber State gets a win at home. They beat the University of Idaho 84-74. Don't forget BYU and number 2 Gonzaga coming up at about 9 o'clock. That game probably just about getting started.
Yeah. It's just after 9 right now. How big something to listen to on the way home, huh?
You don't want to listen to me talk about the game?
We'll both share our thoughts.
I've only been doing it for the last 2 hours as Bunderson has her shot rejected by Robertson and it goes out of bounds. So they'll keep the ball. Garza will bring it in with 4:06 left. So right at the midway point of the quarter as they get it in deep to Marshall. Marshall whips it across. The three-pointer there by Rogers, an air ball. As the rebound down low, Garza's first shot no good. Tries to get her own rebound, but Anderson out-battles her for the ball. Gives it back to Meek as she pushes it back up in the front court. She follows Robertson up the floor. They can't get around her to try to get to the ball. Meek's three is no good. Bunderson able to pull that down and now weaves her way back and forth. Taken away by Ward for the layup. No, she missed it. She goes back and gets it, and her little 8-foot jumper, that's no good as well. As it gets a little wild and crazy here as they try to get it back again to Marshall. She kicks it on the floor, picked up by Robertson, goes back to Meek, 16-foot jumper, good.
Foul shot for Meek, basically. Didn't even have to jump.
So Meek's got 9, and the lead is 44-27 for Preston. Coming up the floor, it's Rogers. Little flip over her head, goes off the iron and no good.
Yeah, Garza tipped that out as she was trying for the rebound there.
So
she was right over the top of Bunderson. She didn't even have to touch it. So
Meek's standing there waiting for the official to give her the ball. She's shaking her head like, I'm ready. Give me the ball. Let's go. As a bounce pass comes to Anderson, tried to get it back over to Knapp, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pocatello with 3 minutes left in the game.
That was a good idea by Amber to bounce pass that in, but she just missed it. Just missed the throw.
Bring it into Knapp in the left corner. Bounce it back down to Meek in the left block. Haley can't control it as Garza climbed on top of her to try to get to the ball, and it's Bunderson who comes out with it. Up the floor, tries to flip it up, and again, it's Robertson to send it right back to her.
I think Robertson thought she was going to get called for a foul there, her or Anderson.
I think Acacia Knapp enjoyed that almost as much as she would have got the block herself, the way she went over and patted Robertson on the back.
Yeah.
So here's Pearson to bring the ball in. Baseline front court here for the Thunder. Looking, waiting for somebody to cut to the basket.
Oh.
And there it is. It's Hawkinson standing all alone for her first 2 points of the game. 44-29 as Anderson drives and a foul on Garza.
That was a necessary foul for Garza. She had to. There was nothing she could do there. She was all alone, a 2-on-1 break. Yeah, she had to commit the foul there.
Garza's second, team's 8th. And back to the free throw line goes Amber Anderson, and she makes the first. Amber, who's working on a good game, she's already surpassed her season high, which was 9 against North Summit. That free throw gave her 12. Now she looks for 13, which she makes. So she's got 13 as she makes both free throws with 2.5 to play here in regulation. As it comes up to Pearson back up in the front court. They snap it back to Rogers. Now comes over here on the right side. Bunderson has it. She'll reverse ground, go back up to the top of the key, driving down the left side, finds herself in a crowd, knocked away by Robertson, taken away by Robertson. She gets a match there by Garza, who takes it right back. Garza drives the baseline, goes off the glass. No. Tapped by Knapp as it goes to Anderson, and Anderson is fouled in the backcourt.
Yeah, reach him there by Pearson.
So Pearson draws just her second foul, and that will be 9, I believe, on the team. And it is. So here's Amber Anderson with a couple of free throws to try to make it again. So here comes Alexia Teno and her 4 fouls back into the game here for Pocatello.
Yeah, it's desperation for them now. They've got to have the ball. They've got to get the rebound, try to get offensive rebounds and the basketball back into the hoop.
Anderson tonight is 4 out of 6. Make it 4 out of 7 as she misses that one. And then that'll be a held ball situation, and it'll stay with the Indians in the front court.
How can it be a held ball?
When it rolled out of bounds?
No, when no one was touching it but Keisha, and then they pushed her out of bounds.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So again, yeah, well, that's my first question. How can it be a held ball when the ball rolled out of bounds? As it comes back to Ward, top of the key. Left side comes to Robertson, bounce it back down low. Garza reaches in to get a hand on it, but Knapp able to turn around and hit the 4-foot jumper.
Keisha's probably saying, finally, I got one over the top of her.
That's her first points in the last 2 games. She didn't score against Century the other night. In the front court, it comes to Hawkinson. Hawkinson has it stripped by Meek, foul by Meek.
Haley says, I might have got her, but I thought I had ball.
1:36 to play. 48-29. Preston has extended the lead now to 19. And they're going to the bench and bringing in subs. So subs galore. Jadely Roberts into the game for the Indians. Swainston comes back in. Kuntz comes back in as well. So with a 19-point lead and a minute and a half to play, Ryan Harris calling off the Dogs here. As the free throw shot here by Hawkinson is no good. So
Yep.
Ward up into the front court for the Indians. Swainston has it on the right side, right in front of the Preston bench. Drives baseline, gets cut off, so she'll get it back outside. It comes to Roberts. Give it back to Anderson. Now back to Ward, top of the key. 1:15 the clock reads. Oh, great move by Ward, and the head fake and the ball fake, and Riley's got a layup, and she's got 11 in the game. As cross-court pass to get the ball in, comes to Pearson up into the front court. Anderson knocks it away, and then she is fouled as Lusk rolled into her. And that's going to be free throws at the other end again by Anderson, and she'll go back to the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. You'll find them in Preston. Their compassionate staff knows exactly how to help you in your time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. You know them, you trust them, they're here to stay. 1 minute exactly to play in the game. And Anderson's free throw is nothing but net.
And Coons comes back in. Oh,
that is Chloe Coons into the game.
Yeah.
That's the junior Coons. As Emma came out, now she's going to come back in here.
Yeah, I think she's going in for Anderson. I think they're going to, he's definitely calling everybody off. And the only one that'll remain of the starters will be Ward.
Anderson's second free throw is no good. She missed it on purpose, so she couldn't come out of the game. And that'll be a held ball that'll go back to Pocatello. So 51-29, and Amber Anderson now leads with a new season high 14 points.
Yeah, great job by Amber tonight. She was all over and underneath and ready for.
So here's Pearson. Emily Wrigley just into the game here for Pocatello. Bounce it down in the corner. Swing it back outside to Wrigley. Down low, Hawkinson missed the layup. Tapped away by Roberts. Teno chased it down, but they get it back out. Comes back to Pearson for three is good.
Nice shot by Pearson.
Gets her first points of the game. 51-32, 30 seconds to play.
Pearson was contended by Swainston.
So Ward,
still a nice shot.
Ward back into the game. Holds the ball with 20 seconds. Brings it across the top of the key. Gives it back over to Emma Kuntz. Now back out top to Jadely Roberts. Chloe Kuntz doesn't shoot. Gives it back to Ward in the left corner. Clock runs down to 7 to 6. Emma doesn't shoot it. Back to Ward. She'll shoot it. She's not shy and hits the three, and that's the way the game ends.
Yeah, that's what we'd like to see. I wanted to see a couple more points for Ward as she earned them. Played a great game in there tonight, too.
So 54-32, the final. Preston wins by 22 and convincingly wraps up the regular season title in the conference as they win their 11th of the year. They're 11-5. They go to 3-0 in conference play, and mathematically, no one can catch them.
Right, not even, they still have Century to play, but there's nothing they can do.
But they're already mathematically eliminated as the Indians know one thing for sure. They will have home court advantage in the district tournament when it comes up when the regular season is over. 54-32 the final. We'll take a timeout. Back at the postgame show next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Dental Care. When you have an occasion where you need someone to take care of your teeth, call Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts you need to take care of your car. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Liberty Mutual. And by Motor Jungle. They'll fix the cars that other mechanics will refuse to touch. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming right up.
Franklin County Medical Center Sports Therapy and Rehabilitation Services is dedicated to helping you live your best life. We have trained professional staff to help you improve your athletic endurance and so much more. Whether you are recovering from injury or surgery or need some basic athletic training, we work hard to get you back to doing what you love most. Our speech pathologist can also assist with communication, language, or other speech issues. Learn more about our services at fcmc.org.
Here is a great idea for lunch today, or any day. Try the fresh buffet bar in the deli at Stokes Market in Preston, with a different theme every day, but enough variety that anyone can enjoy it any day. There's also the fresh salad bar, so you can mix and match your favorite salad fixins to create your very own best salad. Now that your mouth's watering, add one more thought: the convenience. Every item on the buffet is ready to eat now. The fresh buffet bar, another reason to shop, enjoy, save at Stokes Market in Preston.
We had no winner on Thursday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. Your next chance to win will not come up until Monday morning, when the jackpot will be $175. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Monday morning. I'll call out this 4-digit lucky number and see if we can find a winner. The Money Magnet Contest on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Welcome here to the postgame show as the Preston Indians wrap up the regular season championship in the conference with a convincing 54-32 win tonight over the Pocatello Thunder, John.
Yeah, it was a great win for the Indians as they were able to step up and when, like you say, when someone goes cold, when Keisha finally got a couple of shots off underneath against Garza, and Haley got hot in the fourth quarter, but the player that I'm proud of tonight is Amber Anderson. She was just all over the place, went 66% at the free throw line, and just did a terrific job tonight.
I asked Ryan Harris in the pregame show, was it more important for his team to know they could lock up the championship or turn in a solid effort? And he got a solid effort.
Yes, he did. And the girls know what they were playing for, and you can tell just by the hustle out there. I really love watching these girls hustle because they that means something to them, especially the seniors. Robertson, Meek, and Ward. This means something to them. You can really see the hustle in them.
After getting outscored 11-6 in the third quarter, Preston came back and dominated the fourth quarter as they outscored Pocatello 20-7 to go on to the victory here tonight. So Preston is now 11-5, 3-0 in conference to win the conference, and they will have the home court advantage and the host team for the conference tournament when it comes up. With the loss, Pocatello slips to 7-10. They are 1-2 in conference play. So the Indians win it. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, look at the stat sheet brought to you by Naylor Insurance. That's on the way next.
KACA.
We all have had a time in our lives where having insurance has been of great comfort and has helped to not make a bad situation worse. That is what we at Naylor Insurance take pride in, being that friend there to help you when you need it most. At Naylor Insurance, we will work hand in hand to find an affordable insurance plan that works for you. We are proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your commercial insurance needs, including a wide variety of options through Liberty Mutual Insurance. Call us at 852-0810. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State in Preston.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, let's look at the final scoring in the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Stop by and see them for all of your insurance option needs through Liberty Mutual. You'll find them at 153 North State in Preston. For the Pocatello Thunder, Alvia Marshall finished the game with 4 points. Ellie Hawkinson had 2. Nellie Pearson had 3, all coming in the first half on a 3-point shot. Taylor Rogers had 4. Taylor Bunderson finished with 6. Mia Lusk had 6 off the bench. Alexa Teno finished the game with 3, and they wanted a good defensive effort on Garza. She had only 7 points in the game.
Yep, that's what they needed to do, in order to stop her. But, she's just a freshman, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to enjoy watching her play the next 3 or 4 years.
Absolutely. Pocatello finished with going 5 of 9 from the free throw line, and they had a total of 2 3-pointers in the game. For the Indians, Keisha Knapp had 2 points. Riley Ward finished with 14. Reese Wainston had 2. Amber Anderson with a new season-high 14 tonight. It was Michaela Robertson who had a total of 14 in the game, and Haley Meek had 9 in the game. The Indians tonight, 7 of 15 from the free throw line, and they had 3 shots made from behind the 3-point arc in the contest.
Yeah, great night by the Indians. A lot of team play, which is what we like to see. But you get those seniors are just fantastic. Ward, Michaela Robertson, and Meek, and they're going to get their points because there's too many to guard for most of the teams. So it's great to see that.
We'll take our last time out. We'll come back. John will have our Ralph's Construction player of the game, and we'll tell you what's on tap for the Lady Indians coming up for Saturday right after this.
KACH.
Ralph's Construction has been building quality homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston for years. Now they're breaking ground on Phase 3 and will have homes available again soon. However, now is the time to be planning exactly in the Phase 3 lots where you want to be and eventually call home. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Ralph's Construction can have a home ready for you before you know it. Remember, they have floor plans available, or they can build to suit a floor plan that you may desire. Ralph's Construction. Call today, 435-232-1837.
In the fairy tale, the lion needed to have a thorn removed from his paw. So it is in real life. Every so often our tires pick up thorns and debris that need to be removed so that our world can keep going round. When it happens to you, think Motor Jungle. Motor Jungle can help you with all of your tire needs, whether you need a new set, your current tires need rotated, or to remove the occasional thorn. Motor Jungle is the go-to guy, tackling the jobs other mechanics turn down. Motor Jungle at the north end of State Street.
We all have those times when we need to see someone due to oral pain or discomfort. That is when you need to see Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care. When it comes to the health of your teeth, we should always strive for perfection and settle for excellence. Dr. Iverson at Preston Dental Care is the comfortable and professional general dentist that we all need from time to time. Contact Preston Dental Care today and make an appointment. Call 852-3700. That's 852-3700. Take the first step to healthier teeth and gums. Call Preston Dental Care, 208-852-3700.
KACH.
Well, Preston wins at 54-32, and John Slaughter has our Ralph's Construction player of the game.
Tonight it's going to go to Amber Anderson. She's the one. She's a post player. She came up when Keisha went out. She fronted Garza and Tino and kept them from scoring. They all did a great job. Your four seniors did a great job of scoring tonight, and so yeah. But I'm going to give it to Amber. She did an all-around great job defensively, and she was in the right place at the right time to get those points that she so earned tonight.
Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Remember, they're breaking ground on Phase 3, so contact them about a lot or design options for a house that can be built for you. It's Ralph's Construction at 435-232-1837. Before we say goodnight, let's get a final thought from you.
Well, now that the Indians, they can't relax, because no matter who they play, there's always a meaning in that game. But they can relax enough to know that they've got a home court advantage into district play, which is the next big key going into state. And if they can control that, they control their own destiny going into state. So if they can take care of business when it's needed, they're going to be really well and setting really good.
Well, what's on tap for the Lady Indians? Well, that comes up on Saturday when they'll be back at Preston Gym as they will play host to Star Valley. They'll come rolling in on Saturday evening. Tip-off of the game is at 7:30. We'll have the pregame show for you at 7:15. You can hear the game live on mylocalradio.com and a complete replay following the Westside game Saturday night as well here on KACH. So that is our next broadcast, and that comes up Saturday. That'll wrap up our coverage for here from Pocatello this evening. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. For John Slaughter and myself, Dan Hubbard, we want to thank you for listening this evening as the Lady Indians knock off the Pocatello Thunder to clinch the regular season district and conference championship as they rattle out a 54-32 win here tonight. Until Saturday, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.